What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing good today. Coming at you a couple hours earlier than normal, but it's Sunday, man. I've just been chilling. How about you guys? Here, give me 2 seconds here. I'm gonna ink this guy today, which is why he's in front of us. But this is the jester character. I was kind of talking about him a little bit yesterday. He's the visual moral compass of the art warrior. So I get to mess with the masks, and he's like doing a tight wire act across clotheslines on buildings that are high above the ground. So that's what we're looking at. Let's get my super little guy. I'm going to start with the arms and kind of work my way down. Just cause. That's why. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you had a good 4th of July. All of Colorado was just popping, dude. That was crazy. I mean, I wasn't surprised. Totally expected it. It's cool to see us that alive, you know? With everything going on. Just people lit up. I only feel bad for the pups, you know, the animals. But go. Cool. He's coming along. Just doing more of the musculature again, making sure I don't get caught up in my noodly doodlies. I think that's how Ned Flanders would say it. Dude, I'm so glad I found this little nib. Very thankful. I think when I buy new ones, I might even go smaller. Just use a little bit this way. There we go. Now we got some elbow wiggle room. I'm really excited for this issue. I'm also going for 20 pages on this one. So usually my kids' comics are only 16 pages in length. But we're going to go for 20 on this one. It's also a two-parter too, which is kind of like a first for this story. Well, ish. He's going to have face paint and makeup too. I think that should be pretty fun. He's going to have a circle on one eye and an X on the other. Kind of further pushing the juxtaposition. And also kind of like a shout out to Inky Bilal, one of my favorite comic artists, writers, creators. He did both. So, because he did a lot of clown painting in his comics, even though they have nothing to do with clowns. So I get a reason to draw clowns. It's going to be fun. He kind of has a similar head face structure as the king. Well, not as much the face, but in the I made the king's crown kind of look like a jester's hat too. So there's a visual connection there because the king's a bit of a joke. I like that. I like that little detail there. I think I'm going to do that. That's how we're going to texture the jester's hat. Yeah, little pointillism kind of type things. I'd say fish scales plus pointillism will be how we get to that. I should have done. It's okay. Should have hatched it the other way, but that's alright. That's dope. Wow. I like that. And he's got on each because he's got four little thingamajiggers. On each one, it has north, east, south, and west. Oh, come on, man. Oh, I even caught it too. It's not fair. That doesn't count. Here, give me a second. We're gonna get this cam going again. Ah, there we go. Dude, do you see those ninja skills on that catch there? Like, to be honest, that was pretty fucking radical. Come on. We can do this. Alright. No, dude. Oh, we had such a good, like, weight balance to it. Like, it was sturdy until I hit it over. Alright. We've got a bit better structure. There we go. Alright. I just gotta not be a klutz. That's a little difficult for me. But we'll see if I can make it happen. I gotta be confident. If you're not confident, it won't happen. We want to. Oh my God, Slipknot. Here we go. You want to make it happen. That was y'all's 4th of July. Mine was cool. I did like an event during the day, and it was fun. Good being around people a little bit. Hey, look at that. What's this? Boom. All right. I don't think this panel is going to have quite the scope of epicness that I want, but it's still going to be fucking awesome. So I'm not sad about it at all. I'm so stoked. Trying to be pretty gentle. Nice. It's coming together. There we go. Uh, I just got a head up about CBD oil. Somebody got a hold of my phone number. That's hilarious. I think, yep, I know exactly how that happened. That's hilarious. Cool. I'm just gonna do the letters in bold right now. That's a bit too bold. That'll work. Nope. It's too bold. Don't take that chance, my dudes. Alright. There we go. Fancy McFancy Pants. I'm stoked on this page, man. It's turning out really well. when we get done with this, man, I'll show you everything. It's gonna be pretty fucking wicked. Dude, I'm so tempted to start going into more like traditional painting or coloring again. I've just been digging it recently, you know. Like I think I'll finish out these series with the digital, you know, because I've already started and done so much with it. I might stay this style the whole way through. But I'm trying to add new elements to it at all times. So we'll see. But like, colored pencil and gouache, man, I've been loving it. I can't get enough of it. It's great. It's just so much fun because it's like the honeymoon phase of like working with a new medium. So I'm just like soaking it in, dude. Loving it. It's a good whiteout too. I'm starting to do all my whiteout instead of digitally with gouache. I like that. I like that pose. It's coming out well. Hey, thanks for the like, Kim. I appreciate it. Stanley looks like he's doing super good, dude. It's great seeing those videos of that pupper. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so now we'll go up here. We'll do some little noodly doodly details. This is kind of more like, what, a little bit more kind of bohemian magic-y type style, so we're going to give him a little flair to his balancing weight. But yeah. Shout outs to these like patterns, man. I used these in my second comic that I ever made. And I haven't really come back to them until now. So that's cool. That makes me really happy. There we go. Cool. I'm just adding those kind of details in now so I don't forget about them when I really get into them. And then I'm going to go and ink this guy. Can you guess? Oh, there you go. Oh, now it caught up. It's okay. Yeah, I like that. Give it a couple of rings, you know? Cool. Sweet, and it's catching it, yeah. Good. Yeah. It's looking good, man. I'm happy with this. Yeah. That looks cool, man. I can take that. I can dig that. Let me move my note cards real quick. And not hit my fucking camera. It's crazy how many note cards I go through. Like I go through probably like 500 to 600 every couple of months. It's insane. But it's fun. It means I'm making shit, you know? It's just a physical symptom of creating things. And I like that. Hydration station. There we go. I want to keep the line art pretty simple on this, like I did a lot of pencil lines. If I get heavy with the ink lines, because this is going to be a white mask, this is going to be a black mask, so I definitely want this to read as white rather than, here, pull it here, instead of gray, you know? There we go. And I realized I have a second hand that can help me stay a bit more steady. That would be nice. It's also a smaller nib, and I just have naturally more shaky hands. Come on, work for me, buddy. Kapowski's. Yeah. That's clean. Like I want to give it a couple lines. Not too many, you know? Like that is perfect. Yay! Yeah. Alright, now let's jump over to the other side, do that one. You guys can kind of see them. From the previous panel, I thought it was going to drop on me. Thought it was going to get the drop on me. But nah, we're good. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to add rings up into it. Because I mean this mask is going to be a little hard to draw. Well, the hard part's kind of already done for me, but it's inverted, you know, so instead of being like this, it's like that, and you're seeing the back of it, but I still want it to read as a frowny face. So that was a bit of a visual challenge. Let's see how I do with it. I mean, it was fun trying to figure out how to approach it. I don't know, I always get a blast when I have to, like, figure out these visual problems. It used to take me a lot longer because I would be way more apprehensive about it. I'd be just, like, so nervous of, like, ooh, what's the best way to do it now? I've been doing a lot more of it, so I have more confidence and knowledge. Knowledge is a big part in it. That I just tackle these faster. Yeah, and that's what makes me quicker. It's not like the physical drawing, it's more mental. So that mental game, you know? That's kind of my thought on it. Yeah. That's going to work well. That's going to work really well. How? Yeah. I really like this, man. This is kind of cool. Alright. I'm just figuring out how I want to move forward. You know, because that's pretty much him. So what I think we're going to draw now. There goes my paintbrush. What I'm going to draw next is, I think, the tightrope. And I'm going to draw, there's a clothesline on it. So I think that's the part we're going to draw next. Because that's, I'm trying to go foreground to background. So I'm trying to draw everything here. And then just kind of move my way back that way. Because there's a lot of interlapping. I want to make sure the right thing overlaps correctly. If not, even like two things not overlapped correctly completely break the perspective, the illusion of perspective in your piece, in my opinion. So you got to be aware of that. I don't know. I'm happy with like how this is turning out so far. Like him, I think approaching it with the thinner nib really helped me just kind of be like, okay, what's his outline? What are the smallest parts of him? How can we visually portray that without getting too heavy on the line? All right, so what we're gonna do here? Actually, we're gonna move this page up a little bit more. You guys can see, I mean, there's another panel underneath it, but instead of a regular white margin between the panels, we're going to have this clothesline be the margin. If I do it correctly, it's going to look awesome. If I don't do it correctly, it's going to look really weird. So, ideally, high risk, high reward situation. So, yeah. I know you guys can't you can't see because I'm a lefty, and I apologize. One day, I don't know. I mean, once I do live painting, I'm updating my tent right now. Once I've finished updating the tent, my goal is to kind of increase this production. You know. We're just gonna kind of lightly continue this out. So right here, and then we're gonna go across the other way and do the same thing. Then we'll add cloth to it. And then we'll hit up the background. I think we'll draw Chef Jeff and the Art Warrior first. After we establish these two scenes. Fun ones to draw socks on it. Like I do random size squares and socks. It gives me some shape diversity and size that I enjoy. There we go. I think this is turning out good, you know? You can't quite see it. Well, hold on. We'll get back to this side. There's just one more little t-shirt that I gotta draw before we can keep moving on. Okay, now we can move on. We can get back over to this side. It's the same thing on this side. He's kind of my center point. So the gesture is my center point. So all the fabric is kind of spreading out from him. That's the way I kind of do my perspective within perspective. Cheat perspective within perspective, I think. I don't know. That's what I'm going to call it. I don't know what you would really call it. But that's what we're going to call it today. We'll do like another couple of socks. We'll do this dress type looking thing, you know? A small one, and then edge it out with a big guy. Cool. Alright. So that's the first layer, you know. It also kind of, I'm just going to leave these, I'm not going to do the detail line work on these yet. Because I need to make sure I keep my importance, and if I go here, instead of being a panel break, it's going to be like, ooh, ignore everything above and below and look at these pretty garments. And I don't want that to happen. So we'll go ahead and move up here. There we go here. Oh, there. You can see it a little better that way. Yeah, and have my hand as a reference of how big and or little these are. like that. Yeah, that works. Yeah. I'm starting to be able to draw these guys from a much further distance than I used to be able to. Like with the still kind of more character sheet cartoony proportions. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, it's working well. They're looking right at his nuts though, man. I just realized that. Fuck. Whoops. There's a couple famous like other like thanks for the like Jordan, I appreciate it. There's a couple other famous panels where like the artists accidentally just messed up their alignment and it's just straight nuts to face or eye line shot. Oops. But I mean at the same time so was his. So I mean that was just a slightly bad alignment. I'm never gonna not be able to see it when I look at this page though. You know? I think that's hilarious. Cool. I like that. That gives us a good distance. Yeah, man. Ooh. Shadow's a thing that I'm still a bit unconfident with. So you don't like cast shadow. You don't see me throw it down as much. I try to do it when I can, but usually I try it a lot. But a lot of it just gets whited out because it's like, that's not quite right. But I mean, you got to keep failing to succeed. So I keep trying it. You may not see it as often, but one day you will. You'll be able to see me have like everybody has a shadow, a cast shadow in my art. One day, right? Ah, dude, that's right. Okay, so now we're just gonna do another couple layers of the clothing, and then we're gonna go into some roofs, and then we'll go back here, lay down some simple lines. I'm thinking it's gonna be real simple, but it'll be dark. If you were to think about it in the three primary colors, this would be blue, this would be yellow, and this would be red, essentially. And then we would have blue and probably red. That would be kind of like the heat zones. If you were to think about it like Predator style, heat zones seen through color. That's the goal. But here I'm going to try adding something in. We're going to go in with the pencil real quick. Yeah, I like that a little more. Just having him kind of popping out, randomly holding on. We'll go here. Roof. Roof. Put the other one here. Throwing it through, throwing it down. All right, we'll go with that. I'm not. I don't leave the line super confident because there's still a couple intersections down here that I'm still not super happy with. But I do like the addition of this guy with the singular thing here. So we're gonna do that and then kind of see how I feel from there. You know. Yeah. Like that roof. And so, yeah, I've been usually doing wide tiles, but I like the long tiles. I think the long tiles actually, in certain areas, do the shape better justice. Cool. All right. And then we'll go here. We'll do a hook. Ciao. Oh, I don't want to knock everything down. I'm getting really good at doing things like that. In case y'all haven't noticed. Cool. I like these a little bit more square. You can't fucking see it, dude. Sorry, man. I'm doing a lot of panel skipping around. There we go. If you guys ever can't see it, just holler at me. Hope y'all having a good day, man. It's been a good weekend. I've been like, it's been a good, positive, like active recharging weekend. If that makes sense. Things are. It's a crazy time for everybody. Obviously, I mean, we're all going through the same thing. You know exactly how it is. But there's some changes I'm happy about, some changes I'm not happy about. But this feels like a happy change kind of recently, so I'll take it. Cool. I like that. Kind of like that. Just felt like a little spire right there would work well. Not too upset about it. And the boys are kind of my the boys. The boys are kind of my anchor point for all these perspectives. Obviously, it's implied because it should be more angular this way, but if we're not taking the time to really do the perspective and understanding, I'll pay a little crime for it. Pay a little crime for it. Pay a little price for it. It's like, I mean, it's exactly what it is. Cheating perspective is an art crime. We're not caring about perspective. When you care about perspective, it looks better. And I'm trying to like actively have better imaginary perspective for that exact reason. We can white out this area just a little bit, not a whole lot. But go along. There we go. Yep, you guys can still see it. Cool. Alright. It's crazy to think like if you guys, I think I'm listening to Incubus, but like they're like really early shit before they were like signed on a huge label, dude. Their initial shit was crazy. It was very like new metally, and then they chilled out a whole lot. But they did start as like a yelling new metal band, and I actually like their more chill stuff better, which is weird for me because I'm Mr. Take it to the fucking limit, man, kind of guy. But nah, not that one. They kill it with their like softer like soft punk shit, you know, surfer soft punk. Cool. I don't know. I think we're getting some three dimensionality to it. The biggest thing is going to be for me to color this. I'm not going to have my buddy try to figure out how the hell to color this, you know? 'Cause this is a nightmare. I'm going to have issues remembering what the fuck is what sometimes, you know, with all these like overlapping things, but name the game, man. I'm going to be so stoked on the finished page. I'm already so stoked on this, you know? Cool. And then I'm probably gonna make these white, to be honest, or like the clotheslines. We're probably gonna go through in Photoshop and make those white. I think that'll make it pop even more. Mm. Give me a second, guys. Went off the beaten path a little bit and I had to make sure it looked good. So down here, but we'll look a little bit more up on it. So we'll angle these tiles like a little bit more vertically than horizontally. Okay. Sorry, I got, like I said, almost got lost in my own sauce, man. Cool. Let's see here. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not creating any too many tangents. Tangents are when you have intersect lines that overlap each other. Like, oh man, see, y'all can't see it. My bad. We get a couple in these areas, like this area. I'm not how I think I may eliminate this and create an L, but like there's a couple tangents here and there that I'll have to dig out, but It's the name of the game. And I'm happy with how the rest of this page is coming, so why be upset when you can be happy about other things? You know? Let's see if I can get like a try thing going. See how the tries do on these buildings. What I mean by try is like I'll do a line art of the weirder panels, tiles, but like three layers of it. You can see it. Son of a bitch. You can see it. There we go. There we go. Yeah. That works well. That works. I like that. We're just going to leave this spot just a little empty. There. Let's do this. I'm going to make it just a little smaller. Okay, cool. Sorry. There we go. That's better. So I know I had. There we go, cool. It's fun doing like perspective on objects, like giving objects their own perspective instead of, so like when it's big enough that it has its own kind of perspective, just like planets have orbits, like you begin to build your perspective around the object instead of all the other objects. So you build it object to object relationship, and then you build an inner perspective of that singular object's shapes. If that makes sense. Hope so. Yeah. Give a little face type thing. Why not? Cool. I like that. So it's coming along. I mean, my phone's a little slow, but like, I don't know, we're getting a good little kind of shape to it. We can zoom out even more once I get this kind of figured out and noodling in these insides. Like I said, not as absolutely in depth as I wished I had gotten, but it's a good start to ideas like this, you know? There we go. Cool. Yeah, alright, so let's add. So this here. Little hook. Just kind of connecting the readers there. I don't know. look for a hook and you can see the clothesline. And there's like a hook-like shape that was important in a previous issue. So it's a little bit of a callback. Saying like, hey, you remember that important object? Back. And now just with the jester. Because it doesn't really have much of an importance after that, unfortunately. So far. I'm still kind of fleshing out the ending of this arc. So this is like the build up to the ending. And then we get the full on ending. So for the kid, like, this is for the kids comic. Both on right now with this Art Warrior series are getting close to the end of their first arcs. Which is kind of cool, you know, because at first I was like, it's so daunting of a task, you know, deciding to do an ongoing comic or a long length comic. And now it's like, man, we're already in it, dude. We're almost to the end of something, you know, it's a milestone. And getting close to be able to hit that milestone is pretty fucking sweet, if you ask me. I don't know about this building. We may end up cutting it out, but it works for right now. Yeah, we'll make it work, I think. You see the confidence in that statement? It's coming out well. Like that. And that's how, like, a lot of the big splashes, because I mean, I did this splash and then I did another splash earlier in the comic when they fell into the city. And usually how things will look in my head with smaller panels, like my thought usually ends up being here, but there's so much freedom in just the details that I have to craft. So, I mean, it's like a dream, you know? It looks like what you were thinking, but at the same time, it looks nothing like what you were thinking. Like in this, thankfully, in this situation, in a good way, you know? This works for me. This really works for me. Okay, so let's. There, we're gonna do this. There we go. See a bit more of it. Ooh, I like it, man. I like it. I think it's turning out pretty dang well. You know? I believe in you, camera. I believe in you. So we have that. And then we have it up there. We're just going to set this guy back down. Alright. So let's go ahead and do these buildings back here. And you can't see those. Let's do these buildings back here. Actually, let's hit this guy because this guy's actually still in front. He's still part of this group. So let's make sure we finish him out. Cool, there we go. Yes, success. All right, so yeah, let's go here. I'm not gonna do super detailed. Like, I want to keep this pretty light when it comes to the lines back here to really indicate that it's